Welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you some top tips for running a wedding jewellery business. So I love wedding jewellery businesses. They are very exciting. There's lots of lovely things that you can make and sell, tiaras, wedding rings, engagement rings, all sorts. And it's a great market to be in. It's very commercially viable, but also it's wonderful to be part of people's special day and special journey. So here are some tips to help you get started or grow your wedding jewellery business. So the first one is to be ready for wedding season. So wedding season traditionally runs from about March to about May time. So it's that sort of spring, getting ready for summer. A lot of weddings are in summer, and that's when people are making decisions, making purchases, especially around the sort of tiaras and actual wedding jewellery. Engagement rings and wedding rings can be slightly different, but certainly the actual things they're going to be wearing on the day of the wedding, that's when it's the most busy and most popular. So you want to make sure you have all your pieces ready. If you're doing fairs and events, that's a really good time to be doing them. Of course, we get winter weddings and we get things throughout the year, but that's the kind of the season when you really want to go for it. And if you're doing any press, or if you're doing any sort of like interviews, or any sort of advertising for your business, it's really good to do it in that period as well, because that's when people tend to be ready to buy for this kind of thing. The next tip is to price your work for weddings. So weddings are a premium business, and people don't normally want cheap things for their wedding. They don't want to feel ripped off either, but if you're selling a tiara for £20, do I really want to wear that on my wedding day with my wedding dress, which was probably quite expensive, and a day that's really important to me? Hopefully not, because a handmade tiara should not cost £20. They take hours to make. So think about how you're charging. Do some research, see what's out there, and don't compare yourself to the high street or to the cheapest things that people can find. There'll always be something cheaper than handmade, and that's totally fine. That's a different market. But people are often looking for something very special, something unique, something bespoke. This is a really, really important time for them. How can we make them have the best possible experience ever? So being able to offer bespoke things and making sure that we're pricing well for them. Generally speaking, things for weddings cost at least twice as much as jewellery that you would sell elsewhere. It's an additional cost, and the expense that we have in our business for that is that customer service, making sure that those people feel really looked after, that you're definitely going to get it well before the date. If you need to change the colours, we can work with that, and whatever it is that the client needs. So we charge more and we give more customer service, rather than keeping it as low as possible and then having these sort of restrictions that might be difficult when you're a premium client looking to have something bespoke made for your wedding. So make sure you're charging well for your wedding jewellery, and then deliver that customer service to go alongside that. The next tip is that with all jewellery, pictures are key. When we're selling jewellery online, it is absolutely crucial that the pictures showcase what it is that we're offering. But particularly for wedding jewellery and things like tiaras, seeing those on a model is a wonderful experience for the bride, or perhaps the bridal party, to be able to see this is what it's going to look like, to give them that vision. So getting model shots done is really recommended for a bridal business. If you're not able to afford model shots, what you can do is ask your clients for pictures from their wedding. And often people are more than happy for you to use their pictures. And obviously a professional photographer has already taken those pictures. So as long as you credit them and make sure that all the credit goes in the right places, that can be a really nice way to showcase your work as well. But I do recommend saving up and getting model shots done for your wedding jewellery, because it's going to showcase your work in the best possible light and will increase your sales. The next tip we've talked a bit about already, but this is a people based business. So particularly with wedding jewelry, we're not really dealing with the jewelry, we're dealing with the people in it. It's an emotional experience. It's a big day in their lives. They want to get it right. They've got to make a lot of decisions, often in quite a short space of time. So we just want to be there for them, offer the best possible customer experience that we can. And like I said before, make sure we're charging for that service as well. So remember that people are at the heart of a wedding jewelry business. The next tip is around selling in person. Wedding fairs are a great way to target some customers, but just be careful how much you spend on the fairs. Some fairs can be very expensive. I would recommend visiting the fairs a year or so beforehand, if you can, to just get an idea of footfall, what kind of clients are coming, are people buying, what's the competition there, especially if it's an expensive fair. Another nice alternative is doing local fairs, especially if you're doing them around the time of the wedding season, so that March to May. If you're able to do local fairs around that time, it's bound to be people there who are looking for things for their wedding as well. The next tip is to consider the bridal party. So often we are thinking about the bride and what tiaras and jewelry that she's going to be wearing. But of course, there are lots of people at a wedding. There are normally hens and bridesmaids and perhaps a flower girl, mother of the bride. So it's really nice to offer little collections of pieces that work well together, not just on one person. Of course, for the bride, they might want their tiara that matches a necklace and a little cute pair of earrings and a little hair clip, something like that. But also if they've got color themes that they want to work with, if you've got pieces that work with that, or if you're offering bespoke, handmade is often bespoke, then you can just show them different options of the different things that they could perhaps get for different people in their bridal party, of different ages and perhaps different styles as well, so that you're able to be really versatile in your collection and show that you can make different things for different people in the bridal party. If you're running a wedding-based jewelry business and you're doing Facebook ads, it is great because you can target those Facebook ads to people who are recently engaged, if that is an announcement on their Facebook page. So you can get really specific with your marketing. And that's one of the things I really love about a wedding jewelry business, is that it is niche. You've already niched. Of course, you can get more niche by focusing on certain areas within that business, but it means that you can really target your marketing efforts. Do it around the time of the wedding season, target people who've been recently engaged, perhaps a lovely little video of your work is a really nice way to perhaps reach out to potential new customers. In terms of design, having done lots of bridal jewelry over the years here and there, I would say that by far the most popular things are Swarovski crystals, especially the sort of AB crystals, you know, the clear ones that are super sparkly, and also just plain white pearls. So whilst it's really nice to experiment with colours, and it will depend on who you are as a designer, what kind of brand you have, what you're interested in making, but the classic sort of silver, white, you know, white pearls never goes wrong. So if in doubt with your design styles, do lots of those. They seem to be the best sellers in many cases. And the final tip, of course, is just to enjoy yourself. You started this business because you love it, I assume. You are doing a wonderful thing, being part of people's special day, creating something really bespoke for them, hopefully an heirloom that they will treasure for a long time. So enjoy the process, enjoy your customers. As I said, it's really a people business. So if you don't like people, it might not be the business for you, but absolutely it can be a wonderful business to have and to grow. It can be very lucrative when you sell and market it right as well. So best of luck, and I can't wait to see your wedding jewelry out there in the wild and on your customers as well. So enjoy, and I'll see you on another video very soon. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you would like to find out more about our free online courses and join our community, visit us at jewellersacademy.com.